My toddler saw a bride taking photos at the park and screamed, "Don't do it!" The bride stopped mid-pose. Her photographer looked confused, and 30 wedding guests turned to stare at my 3-year-old daughter, Emily. I was mortified because Emily had the worst habit of blurting things out at the worst moments. "Emily, honey, let's go play on the slides," I whispered, but she broke free from my grip and marched right up to the bride. "Lady, don't marry the mean man," Emily said, pointing directly at the groom. "He's going to hurt you." The groom's face went red and he stomped toward us. "Hey, what kind of kid says something like that?" I started apologizing, but then the bride knelt down. "Sweetie, why do you think he's mean?" Emily pointed at a bruise peeking out from under the bride's dress sleeve. "My mommy had marks like that when the bad man lived with us. She cried at night too, and you smell like tears under your makeup." My eyes went wide because I had no idea she knew my ex had hurt me. The bride looked down at her wrist, as if making a decision. Then she stood up and looked at the groom. "I don't want to marry you anymore." "No, you're not dumping me because some random kid made stuff up," the groom said. "I'm dumping you because you hurt me." The bride yanked her sleeve back and held her bruised wrist up to the crowd. People gasped and pulled out their phones. "I tried to cancel yesterday, and he told me I'd regret it. He said no one would ever want me if I left." The groom realized he was cornered and completely lost it. "Yeah, I said it." She was being dramatic over one fight and trying to call off the whole wedding. The bride's dad stepped forward and said, "Get out now before I call the police." The groom stormed off angrily. Then the bride knelt back down in front of Emily. "Thank you. You saved me from making a big mistake." Emily patted the bride's head. "You're gonna be okay." Then she grabbed my wrists and held them up to the bride. "Look, mommy's marks are all gone now. Yours will be too."